The Enogen technology, in my experience, has the most dramatic results of any technology in forage production in probably the last 30 years. So digestibility is key in any ration that you're formulating, because the higher the digestibility, the more nutrients that animal is going to extract. Of all the samples that I obtained across the board, the Enogen would have performed the best.
Being on Enogen, there's only to gain. We're believers that Enogen does help improve the starch digestibility. We're pretty pleased. Everyone's looking for that little bit of edge that we can get to be more efficient, more profitable, and I think Enogen's gonna be here for the long haul. Efficiency is key in the dairy industry. Efficiency equals profitability.
It had good digestibility, but nothing to where we were concerned that we were going to get any type of acidosis or it was going to feed too fast for us. I would definitely encourage them to try it.
Feed efficiency was better, and therefore the cost of gain was lower. I talked to my nutritionist about switching to Enogen. They're a believer in it. I think it makes their job easier because we got better feed efficiency with this, and we've got competitive conversion rates after switching.
Our performance was really good when feeding Enogen corn. Our feed conversions were about 3 to 4/10 better than feeding your conventional regular corn. Everything was better feeding Enogen corn.
Enogen has a lot of hidden benefits. One of the biggest things that we've seen here is the way that it ferments in the bunker. It's a really fast fermentation. You're able to feed that feed almost immediately, just like you would a fermented feed. It went into the bunker and it stayed nice and cool.
Our goal in growing silage is to produce the best quality product we can. We feel with the Enogen corn silage we were able to do that. We're seeing positive results. In the bunk, it's stored really well. We started feeding it about 30 days after it went in, and it was fermented and cool, and the cows have done really well.
We've looked at the yield of the Enogen hybrids for corn silage. There's been no reduction in yield. That's very important from the agronomic side, that we're not sacrificing yield to get improvements in animal performance.
This year we're 100% Enogen. The cost of the seed is definitely competitive. It yields right up there with the big dogs. The data's behind it. It's a good product.
When we first started Enogen, we didn't know what to expect. We didn't treat it any different than what we did before, and yield-wise, we were really impressed, and that sold us on it. I highly recommend anybody feeding. I would be more like, why wouldn't you feed it?
When we went to harvest, we were super impressed with the yield we got out of that 90-day corn. I'd be very excited to see where we're going to be in the future. We're actually increasing our input of Enogen by 400% for next year.
Enogen corn in the field did exceptionally well. Yields were good, very consistent across all of our acres. The Enogen corn has added value to the dairy.
Raising Enogen corn, we have not seen the yield drag. We've actually had some of our highest yields we've ever produced here on the farm. We didn't change any of our operation, how we planted, fertilizer, nothing.
I think there's way more benefits than anything else in it. I think that in itself will bring a lot to the table. The yield is right up there with everything else. I can't see why you wouldn't try it.
I would tell anybody that has their own livestock to plant Enogen corn. You ain't gonna be disappointed. If you feed it, you'll see the results. The yields are right there with anybody else's. If I could have it my way, I'd feed Enogen year-round.
When it comes to your operation, efficiency is everything. From what you grow in your field to what you feed. Enogen Feed Corn offers proven high-yielding corn hybrids that can help deliver improved feed efficiency to help lower feed costs and improve profit potential. To understand what separates Enogen feed hybrids from other corn hybrids, it's important to understand how beef and dairy cattle digest corn. Unlike most other animals, ruminants have a 4-compartment stomach that allows them to convert forages like grass and hay very efficiently. However, starches work a little differently. Starch in corn provides extra energy that's needed to enhance production. Corn, as a grain or silage, is combined with other feed products as a total mixed ration and fed to cattle to enhance efficiency and quality. Unfortunately, the stomach of a ruminant is much more efficient at digesting forages than energy-rich starches found in corn. This is where Enogen feed corn makes all the difference. Enogen feed hybrids contain a highly efficient alpha amylase enzyme that unlocks the energy from each kernel. Alpha amylase has one job: to convert starch into simple sugars. The amylase in Enogen grain or silage does this faster and more efficiently than any other amylase enzyme to enhance digestion and ultimately increase available energy to the cattle. Though Enogen feed grain or silage is high-energy feed, it is also easily digestible by beef or dairy cattle, leading to increased post-ruminal and total tract digestion. Cattle also readily adapt to Enogen grain or silage, making the transition seamless. Ultimately, by offering improved digestibility without increasing dry matter intake, Enogen feed hybrids may increase feed efficiency by about 5% according to recent feeding trials at leading universities, without taking a yield loss in the field. Increased feed efficiency may result in soil conservation, as well as land and water use savings. Enogen hybrids are managed just like any other elite high-yielding hybrid. And they provide the ultimate flexibility, as our robust hybrid lineup may be planted for the different growing environments. They may also be harvested as silage, grain, or high-moisture corn for even more flexibility to maximize production on each acre. All to help you get more out of your seed and your ration, to lower costs and increase profit potential for your operation.